Hello, my name is Maya Zahusky. Today I'll be comparing the anatomy of two different sea animals, the crayfish and the squid, based on dissections we did in our biology class. They seem very different at first, but they have some surprising similarities. We're going to explore their body symmetry, digestive, circulatory, respiratory, and reproductive systems, and how they help them survive in their different ways. Both the crayfish and the squid have bilateral symmetry, meaning their left and right sides are mirror images. You can kind of see it in the images there, but if you were to split the crayfish down the center, as it's just on the top right photo, or even on the squid, they have mirroring sides. If they have like the same kind of like mirror images. The body structures are pretty different though. The crayfish has a hard exoskeleton and a segmented body. We see the head, thorax, and abdomen in there. It also has walking legs and swimmers to help it move. As for the squid has a streamlined body. It doesn't have an exoskeleton, which makes it more flexible. These both differences have a large effect on how they move. Crayfish will walk along the bottom of rivers, while squid uses jet propulsion to swim quickly. For the digestive system, both of these animals have a complete digestive system, but they do eat quite differently. The crayfish is mostly a filter feeder, but it also uses its mandibles to crush food, and then it contains a gastric mill inside of its stomach that continues to grind that food further down. The squid, on the other hand, has a mouth with a sharp beak on it. That beak will tear up its food before passing it to the radula, which also has tiny teeth and helps tear up that food even further. These adaptations really match their diets. Crayfishes are more scavengers that don't go actively hunting, while squids are more predators. And we see in both the images that the digestive system is much like a straight track. We go from the mouth to the stomach to the anus, and the squids is a little more complicated, containing a cecum. Another key difference is their circulatory system. The crayfish has an open circulatory system, meaning that its blood flows freely around its organs. That's because the crayfish is a slow-moving creature. It doesn't go actively hunting. However, the squid has a closed circulatory system that has the three hearts, the brachial hearts and the systemic hearts. The squid is a hunter and it needs to have fast locomotion in order to catch its prey. So it needs the more efficient system of circulating blood around its body through its arteries and veins. Both of the animals use gills to breathe. The crayfish's gills are underneath its shell, but the squid is always actively pumping water through its mantle and then expels it through its siphon. Both animals reproduce sexually, but in different ways. The crayfish has external fertilization, and then for our crayfish, we also had a male. It has testes right there next to its intestines. And then in the first picture, we also showed that it had its male swimmers in there. Males transfer sperm to females, and females attach fertilized eggs to their swimmerets. The squid has internal fertilization, with when males transfer their sperm using a specialized tentacle. The female lays eggs in the ocean later. And then our squid did have ovaries up there, so we did have a female. These both fit their environment quite well. Crayfish have more protection for their eggs, while squids release a large amount of eggs into the open waters. Not all of them may survive, regardless if they do it in such a large quantity. The crayfish and squid have a lot of key differences in their structures, digestion, circulatory, and reproduction, all that matches their lifestyle, and they have developed that way. The crayfish has an exoskeleton and its open circulatory system to help its filter feeding lifestyle so that it doesn't get attacked by predators. while the squid has a flexible body and a closed circulatory system so that it can faster move to catch its prey. Thank you for listening.